GITV is brought to you by KWA, G&G Armament, Operation Lion Claws, Palco Sports, ICS, and Javelin Airsoft Gunworks.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Tim, and as most of you know, I've been playing Airsoft for quite some time. I think I got my first Airsoft gun in 1998, which means I've been playing for 14 years. Another thing that I've been doing, not quite so long, but still quite some time, is recording the action footage for your enjoyment on GITV. I think the first time I sent out a team to record their gameplay was in 2009, 3 years ago. One of the tools that we use to help us get some of the awesome footage that we do is these Contour HD cameras. Now, this happens to be the Contour Roam. It's kind of the entry-level HD camera that Contour offers. But we use the Contour HD cameras because we purchased them 3 years ago. Those were the entry-level cameras that they had at the time, but they made a lot of improvements with the Roam. Since the Roam is the new entry-level camera, it's not only cheaper, but it's a lot more powerful and it has a lot better features than the Contour cameras that we use. So I'm going to be going over some of the awesome features of the Roam and relating them to how they've improved over the old design. And one of the biggest improvements that I think they've made that make the biggest difference to me is the fact that they made the on-off switch very, very easy to use. On the older cameras, in order to turn the camera on, you had to push a button on the back and then slide the toggle switch forward to start recording. However, on the Roam, they've done away with all of that. Once you slide the toggle switch forward, the camera turns on and starts recording. Once you slide it back, the camera stops recording and turns off. So not only does it save battery, it eliminates the confusion of whether the camera's on or off or whether it's recording or not recording. It's very easy to tell just by looking at the position of the switch. Another feature that I think is really great about this camera is the 170-degree wide-angle lens. In addition to being a really wide-angle lens, another feature that makes the lens really cool is the fact that it rotates independently of the body. That is an invaluable feature to make sure that your frame is level for different mounting options. The build construction for the Contour Roam is fantastic. It's made mostly of aluminum and it's also waterproof up to 1 meter. Now, 1 meter is not extremely deep. What it's made to be used for is for recording in the rain. You don't have to worry about the water damaging it. You can record yourself snowboarding and get snow on your camera and not have to worry about your camera getting damaged. Or if you happen to drop your camera in a puddle or something that's not too deep, you can pick it up and start recording right away without having to worry about any internal damage. Now, if you do want to record something deeper than 1 meter, Contour does sell a waterproof case that will make the camera waterproof up to 60 meters. Other improvements that Contour Roam has over the old HD is the fact that the microphone has been vastly improved for better audio quality, and Contour have added this threaded portion in the bottom of the camera so that you can mount the camera to different types of mounts other than Contour's proprietary mounts. Now, when you purchase your Contour Roam, what's going to come in the box is obviously the Contour Roam camera. It also comes with a flat surface mount that you can stick to something. It comes with a rotating flat surface mount that will allow you to stick that mount onto, let's say, your face mask or something and rotate the different angles that suit your needs. It also comes with a rubber lens cap to protect the lens when the camera's not in use, and a USB connector for transferring your footage and for charging the camera. Some of the pros that I really like about the Contour Roam is the fact that they simplified the on-off switch with the toggle switch to record and stop recording. It really eliminates a lot of confusion, especially comparing it to some of the old Contour HDs. Another thing that I really like about all of Contour cameras is the fact that they come with Contour's proprietary software called the Contour Storyteller program. It's a program that allows you to adjust the camera settings, whether you're filming indoors, outdoors, during low light scenarios, whatever you happen to be doing with your Contour camera, you can set it so that it records high quality video and audio every time. Another thing that I really like about Contour as a company is the fact that they have a lot of different accessories that you can add to really enhance your recording ability and really enhance your viewing experience from your Contour cameras. For example, the Contour Connect View chip is something that plugs into the back of this camera, and with the proper app with your iPhone or Android, you can actually see what the Contour is seeing because it connects with your camera via a Bluetooth connection. So that is a really, really cool feature that not a lot of action cameras have, and I really like that Contour has added that into this. Additionally, this thing records to a micro SD card, which is a pretty universal medium for recording and allows you to transfer footage on and off the camera very easily. Now, if I had to find a couple of things negative about the Contour Roam, one of them would have to be the fact that it does not come with a micro SD card out of the box, whereas the old Contour HDs did. Now, I guess the old Contour HD cameras, they came with a 2 gig card, which doesn't allow you to record a lot of stuff anyway, but at least you could use the camera right out of the box, whereas the Contour Roam, you'll have to buy the camera and buy a micro SD card to plug into it. So I guess the upside of that is you can buy a really high capacity micro SD card, like 16 gigs or 32 gigs or something like that, and you'll be able to record all night and day without having to worry about running out of space. Another thing that I kind of dislike about this, but it's not really a deal breaker, is the fact that the battery is integrated into the camera. They did that to provide the waterproofing feature. And it's a little bit of give and take with the older cameras because the battery is integrated in here. It's a much larger battery, and so the camera lasts a lot longer without dying. However, I can't switch the battery out. So once the camera dies on me, I have to stop recording and plug it in to charge up. Whereas with the old Contour HDs, if the battery died, I could just switch it out and get back onto the field. So the battery being integrated is kind of a little bit of give and take. It's a con, but it's also kind of a pro. Overall, I think the Contour Roam is a fantastic action camera device. It's a fantastic recording device. I like it a lot better than the old Contour HDs that we're using. It's definitely a lot more powerful. The features of it are fantastic. No matter what you're doing, this thing records in 720, 960, and 1080p at 24, 30, 60 frames a second. So no matter what you're doing, your footage is going to look crisp. Additionally, Contour have a lot of great accessories to add on to this camera. I think it's a great value at $199. I would recommend this to anyone that does skateboarding, snowboarding, surfing, motorsport, airsoft, anything that you do. If you want to record yourself doing some awesome stuff, the Contour Roam is definitely the camera to get. So head over to airsoftgi.com, check out the camera and all the other Contour accessories that we sell along with it. My name is Tim. Thanks for watching GI TV.
Airsoft GI TV would like to thank Condor Outdoor, Elite Force, Contour Camera, Aries by Z-Shot, G-Code Holsters, and Vism by NC Star.